All right, morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up. Shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers out there. Serious times, man. Shout out to the drivers. Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to my brother Troy Starts Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Continue to go over to Troy's channel. Support that brother and continue to help his channel to grow. I see the numbers moving over there and I like it, right? But Troy's putting in the work too. Very good channel. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Big up yourself and thank you for being here this morning. I'm wiggling on my chair this morning. It's Monday morning. You already know how the Monday thing goes, right? I'm not the only one that's running late. I'm always running late though. But I'm not the only one that's running late and feeling like, man, the weekend is done already. Back to it again. But that's life and that's what we do, right? Get up and get out and get something. That's how it got. Not true? Productive and progressive. That's what we're dealing with. Big up on yourself, you know. Somebody said BBC the bomb clock gas prices that might kill it. Man, listen. I pull up to the gas station and fill up my tank and almost went $100. Mind you, I got an older SUV, so it's a gas guzzler. But when I seen that tank go to almost $100, I was like, I'm squeezing the thing with can't be, but that's what it is. We're not even. I mean, us complaining about gas prices ain't gonna help. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna lower the prices. We're still gonna have to pay to go where we want to go. We're probably gonna have to drive less, or think more before we go where we want to go. Ride some bicycle. Somebody, how would that? Somebody start ride a bicycle. Home tips. Welcome to SouFLoTV live exclusive. Home tips. Member. Oh, wow. It just showed up here. So check it. Let me go right ahead because it just popped into the live and I didn't know it was ready as yet. So I completed remember I told y'all that the live is going to a paid format, right? I'm not going to watch the numbers. I'm just going to build a format with the live with the people who get their membership. So the live is going to a paid format. I completed it 100% yesterday. It's up and it's ready to go. I haven't formally introduced it yet because I'm going to continue. I could have done it last week, but all the days of last week, I'm telling you, I care about people. And I think sometimes I care too much. All the days of last week, I could have done it Monday. But somebody said to me, what happened? I saw a comment in the comment section that said, what happened to the people who've been supporting who've been supporting him from day one, from when he had like 50 subscribers? So now you want to go live and we have to pay to see you live on the morning show. And we can't. One person said, I can't afford it because I was sick and lost my job and this and the other thing. And another person said, like they were trying to make me out to be a bad person, just for that. And Monday came and I didn't do it. Tuesday came, I didn't do it, and I kept thinking to myself all week, give them another week of free content. Mind you, everything else on the channel will still be free, right? It's just the morning thoughts. I want to be a paid format where people call in, where it's interactive, where we actually go live. That will be something special for those who support. I'm not saying that because you didn't buy membership, you're not supportive. Maybe you just tied up. Maybe you have whatever your excuses are. I thought about it all week. And I said to myself, when you go to the Chinaman store, right? You go wholesale, you go grocery store. That Chinaman don't ask you, or you don't ask him, discount this for me now because I don't have enough this week. Or when you go to the white man store, you don't ask him discount this. Matter of fact, he don't even speak to you. You see the product on the shelf, you don't have the price for it, you cut your eye and go about your business. You pick something up in the store that you can afford, right? And you continue to go. I learned that running my mom's restaurant here in Florida for 2 years. I did it just to learn some things, right? I fell in love with the restaurant thing and I actually want to do restaurant business because I learned from hers. But what I did notice was this. Every time our people came in and said stuff like $1.75 for one patty. No man, the lady also that she have it for $1.50. Like they argue with you for 25 cents more on a product, right? When they go to the white people place or Chinese people or whoever Indian people place, them people they don't even speak to you about price. They're not on that same thing with you. You in my store, you pay for what is in here or you get the hell out, right? But for us, it's arguing and bargaining and always talking down or talking sideways. They used to come in and be like, I'm a real jerk chicken that not jerk upon the pan. So should I cut the price down a little bit more and all kind of stuff. And I used to watch the white people come in. And when the white people came into my mom's restaurant, they would come in and do like, no lie. We have one dude that used to be like this. How many patties you have back there, Don? And my mom would say, I have a tray of 25 coming out the oven. We got 25 just came out, so that's 50. The guy said, give me all 50. Patty done. We have to do 2 more tray real quick. Anybody come after him, gonna have to wait. He never asked how much for each one. He never said, same thing with the oxtail. When they come, they used to be like, you got a lot of oxtails? Because I've been telling my friends at work about it. They'd be on lunch break. And there's a tech company that's close to where her restaurant was. You got a lot of oxtail? Because I've been telling my friends about it, whatever. Or roast pork. They used to come for the pork. The man picked the big thing of pork. And he would tell her, I don't want all that other stuff. You could keep your rice and peas. I'll still pay your full price. Keep your rice and peas, keep your vegetables, whatever. Just give me a big old plate. And he would sit there and eat it with him hand just like this. And the man not care about what price it is. And he'll be like, oh, I got to take this back to work with me. Let me get 10 other plates just like this for my coworkers. And we're like, yo, food are done. The food are sell off quick just for them. But for our own, it's always an argument and a side talk and a whatever. Listen, if you can't afford the membership to the channel, which is $9.99 a month, there's people on here that donate $50 out the blue. You know what I do with that money? I take it and give it to somebody who needs it. When them say, SouFlo, please give me some help or something like that, right? These people who do that, that's nothing for them then. But I can honestly tell you this. Majority of us, we put our money where we want to put our money. No matter how we complain, we still have a little something and we put it where we want to put it. We complain to who we want to complain to, and then we support who we want to support without complaining. And that's just how it goes. So I guess I'm the one who you choose to complain to. And because I have a heart, I feel some type of way about it, right? But I'm not going to feel no way about it. The membership is up. It's going to be $9.99 per month for the membership. Everything else on the channel will still be free for you. For those who come every day, get your free content. You never complain. I could see the green marks, Kerry Ann Jones. I soon start big up some people. I could see the green marks coming in, which is telling me that these people have already purchased it. I'm giving you free shows until Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be the last free show. Anybody that tunes in after that will be tuning in because they paid their membership, right? It's $9.99, $19.99, and $29.99 are the prices. I chose $9.99, bottom line. And even then I was like, wow. But let's see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how it goes. We're trying to do things out here, man. And I told y'all already, a lot of people ask me for help and I keep pulling it out of my own pocket, out of my own resources. I'm a father of 6. I'm as real as they come. I don't hide nothing from you, right? When I'm pulling that money out, $100 here, $100 here, $100 there, $200 there, it's not really helping anybody. It's a temporary fix. You understand? And I told y'all we need to do something bigger as a family so we could actually really change lives and really help people, which I have that being set up now. And we'll talk about that tomorrow once I finish setting that one up today, right? But you give somebody a $50 here today, them hungry again 2 days down the road, and things still not going on for them 2 days down the road. They're asking somebody else for money again. We trying to change lives. We trying to actually set people on a path to be independent, where they don't have to ask nobody for anything. They become self-sufficient, and they themselves can thrive after we set a little foundation with them. And they will also be able to look back and say, you know what, somebody did that for me, so I'm going to help somebody else, just like how the people from SouFLoTV helped me. That's the kind of thing that we on over here. So, but in the meantime, $50 here, $100 here, $200 there. Not to mention when I go to Jamaica, man, I come back broke. My bills when I get back is $10,000 and them kind of thing. Still trying to pay that off. Next trip coming up, got to go again. And I don't cry about it. I do it, right? I do it. If you have it to give, give. If you don't have it to give, you just don't have it to give. But don't make it an argument. And please don't talk bad about me to other people just because of that. I appreciate you for all your support you've given to this platform over the years or whatever. I understand that some people are not in a position, but I understand also that we complain to who we want to complain to, and we pay who we want to pay as well. For all of you who I see the green going up, I appreciate you so much. I thank you, and it's nothing but love, right? And you will definitely be getting special content that is only geared towards you, starting with the live. There will be other contents that's only geared towards the people who have that, right? All right. With that said, let's get into the morning this morning. Let's big up some people, talk about our topics on the board this morning. There's a very important topic above everything is the deodorant recall. And I'm saying it's very important because there were a lot of black women that were caught up in the whole the powder, the Johnson & Johnson powder lawsuit thing, because that was our thing. I've never seen anybody else do this. Them go shower, them get fresh, and then baby powder everywhere. Well, that came back to bite us in the ass. Multi-million-dollar lawsuit went out the window, right? And a lot of people didn't know where their cancer came from until a big entity sat back and said, okay, now we accept the guilt. After they made like $100 billion off of you, they threw back a couple million. Now they're talking about your deodorant. Let me tell you something. I've been scared of deodorant for a while now. Why? Because they had something come out the other day for men that's supposed to work with your wee-wee. And it's supposed to make your teely stand up. But it's something that you rub under your arm. So I'm a thinker. I said to myself, nah. Because if I rub it under my arm and it affects my little head down there, so what else is it affecting? That means everything else that I rub under my arm is definitely affecting all other things that's in my body. Most of us don't know that. A little education goes a long way. Some people just think you put on your deodorant, and then you wash it off when you wash off again, and you put it on when you smell fresh. No, that stuff is going to other parts of your body, right? And it's causing serious health issues. So they have actually recalled a bunch of deodorants. We're going to talk about the deodorants that they did recall so you can get them off of your list. And I guarantee you somebody in here been using those deodorants. Funny enough, wifey bought some stuff for me, I think it was Father's Day, and inside of it was one of those things, the brand. So we're gonna talk about that, and I want you to get them out of your wherever you keep them, your medicine chest, it's there already. Your medicine chest, if you're beside your face basin, get them out, throw them in the garbage. See? All right. So we're going to talk about that. There is that businesswoman who won the battle to keep her estranged husband out of the $85 million house. I found that one very interesting. And that can tell us why people ain't really looking forward to getting married these days. And then there's also this Jamaican woman here again, who we will use as an example this morning of why it's okay to cut your eye past people things. All right, things not working out for you full speed like you expected to. It's all right. Grind slow. She just get over 14 years in Florida in a U.S. prison. So we're going to talk about her as well. Those are our topics for this morning. Now let's go back to the top and big up some people. And I see a lot of green coming in this morning, and I appreciate y'all so much. The love is definitely felt, and I appreciate y'all for it. Asarin Odetta, good morning. Thank you for being the first one here this morning. Sofan is in the building this morning. Carrie Ann Jones is here. Tracy Champion there. Nicole Bazar, good morning. Thank you for being here. Marcus Apprentice is in the building this morning. Tracy Champion, Who's this? Mr. Article Dandaya. Danya Casada is here. Lisa Marie Chin King is in the building this morning. Andre Humphrey. Craig Bailey, big up yourself. Mello Beth, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Teresa Lewis. Oxford, your gal. Thank you for being. I was bad at one point in life. Oxford, your gal is that bring me back to some wild brethren that I used to be around and all these things. Oxford, your gal this morning. Lisa Watkins is here this morning. Wayne Nathan in the building. Roxy 21 is in the building. Caribbean Queen is in the building. Lady Merlina is in the building this morning. Lady J is here. Kai Kai Jai, Empress, thank you. I appreciate you greatly. I see, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Prelis 123 is in the building this morning. Jet Shelley is here. Jet Shelley, big up yourself. Thank you. Jet Shelley and Kai Kai Jai, Jet Shelley, and a couple of others were the people who were like, bring it, come SouFlo, we ready for it. And they're like the first ones on it. You can't buy this, man. And I'm telling you, this is like love. I appreciate you, right? Jet Shelley is here. Sean Hines is in the building this morning. VB721 there. Purple Royal is in the building. Karen Mason is here. Audrey Minet's here. Teresa Lewis is here. Marie B. Rika Lou. Cleon Miller is Mueller is in the building. Marlene SG is in the building. Stacey and Williams. Big up, couple more people. King Biggs there. Morning fam. And Janet Stewart and Arlene Clark is here, as well as D. Richards. Thank you, Ice King Entertainment and Tanya Vidal for being here. Big up on yourself. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. If I didn't call your name, you already know how it go. We'll call a few, and then we move on with the show, right? Let me put my glasses on. I keep explaining to people, someone want to see me out the road and see me in them same glasses here, so you really think I wear glasses now. My eyes are good. I can read small print from a long distance, right? But the lights. Let me hold it up and show you. You see these big box lights that I have? Looking at glasses. You see them? Them big box lights here. They hurt the eyes. So I put these on to secure my eyes. See? Unless I need glasses. But the day might come where I do need glasses. The funny thing is, I'm the only one in my family that don't wear glasses. Sometimes I wonder if my jacket still, because how my sister and brother and my mom wear glasses, I don't wear no glasses. But I'm gonna leave it there. Big up, mommy, wherever you are this morning. I love you. You're my queen. I'm never saying nothing out of place. I was just joking. All right. So let's start out with the deodorant recall and get that out the way. And if any of these are in your stuff, yeah, you can't bright up yourself. All when you're jacket, you can't tell Jamaican mad about your jacket. You better hold your corner unless them come tell us that you use a jacket. Your big disrespectful self. So let me behave myself this morning, mommy. I was joking. All right. So a variety of Old Spice and aerosol spray were voluntarily recalled after the manufacturer, Procter and Gamble, found the presence of cancer-causing chemicals, a cancer-causing chemical called benzene in some of the products. Look out for these products. Daily exposure to benzene is in the recalled spray at the level that it was detected are not expected to cause adverse health consequences because of cancerous assessment by environmental agency, EPA, whatever. However, age and pre-existing medical conditions can play a factor in benzene exposure becoming cancerous in the body. It's cancerous, and they found it in there, period. I don't know why they try to do all this stuff, but you know how they do already, right? Well, it's not really, I mean, it is, but it isn't, but the levels that we found isn't really that much, but depending on your age and, other factors, maybe your pre-existing conditions can cause it to become cancer. No, it's cancerous, and it was found in it. Let's just say that. And let's go straight to the ones that it is and get them out of your stuff. Cut the long talk. The recalled products were sold nationwide as antiperspirants and hygiene products in aerosol cans. The following items with expiration dates throughout September 2023. That means they're active now. They don't expire till 2023. We just started 2022. I would give you a little advice and say, listen, please go and get all natural stuff. Okay? Paraben free. I've been trying to do that lately with my toothpaste and my deodorant. You pay an extra dollar or two, but you know how we stay already. You're going to the store, and because we come from struggles, right? So even when we can afford the extra dollar, we don't do it. We're going to the store and be like, want some toothpaste? Yeah. Even though that one has all the cancer-causing agents in it, you're like, well, it's 99 cents. I'll go with that one now. The Tom's has none of this, none of that stuff on there, but it's $2.19. You're like, sure, the extra $1.19 and we can put towards something else. And we do that. We need to stop cut corners on our health. Yes? That's where we should be spending the money at. Because a lot of us will cut corners on our health, the stuff we put in our body, but go overboard for the stuff we put on our body. You want them nice, pretty shoes there, and the handbag there, and that this and that there, and you spend out a couple $100 for a combination of all those things. When it comes to what you're putting, rubbing on you, and it's seeping into your skin and into your pores and into your blood vessels and down your gut into your belly, you cut corners and you're like, nah, I'll take the 99-cent one. And that's the one that's killing you. Okay? So we need to stop that. Anyhow, somebody is saying salt of the earth, deodorants are good. Yes. And there's a brand that's called Tom's that goes with the all natural as well. And then the like lavender, but the one that kind of strong. Cause wifey did use it and it burnt up her armpits. I used it and it burnt my armpits too, but I got used to it. There's a couple of them that I'll tell you about probably on another video because I'd have to get up and go to the bathroom to go pull out some products just to show you. But try to get away from all the ones that we've been using since we were little. Yeah. You might be saying to yourself, well, I've been using it since I was little, so it's all good. No, the contents of it has changed. Okay. I know the same thing where them did I give you from you did liquor. The contents of that has changed. Also, it's taken a while to kill you. So because you're not dead yet don't mean it wasn't bad. It's taken a while to kill you. These type of things take a while to develop in the body. And again, of course, as you get older, metabolism starts slowing down, things start working less than they normally do. Your body might have been able to just push out toxins before. As you age, it starts to hold in more toxin, especially for those of us who are not purifying ourselves, do no washout, do no cleansing, do no, what's the other thing called? You don't go sit in a sauna somewhere, you're not hot springing, you're not the type to be outside in 90-degree weather. Most of you live in places that get cold most time of the year, all these other things. So be careful. Old Spice, just go straight across the board because right here they have a long list. And I'm not going to go down this long list, right? Detoxing is very important. Doreen Smith. Yes, it is. I'm not going to go down the list. Just go, but they have like Old Spice, High Endurance, AP for Pure Sport, Old Spice, Hardest Working, Collection Spray, Old Spice. Just go straight out. If you have anything Old Spice in there, dash it away. Dash it away. Don't bother think like, oh, this one don't have it, but this one might have it. Just throw it away. And Secret. Secret is big. Because I remember barrels coming with Secret in it. Secret is big within the Caribbean community. So dash out the Secret them, dash out the Old Spice them. All right. I know somebody's gonna see my video and be like, is he over here talking against our company? I'm reading it straight off of the site. This is the government site that issued the thing. So now bring me no lawsuit. I'm just relaying the message to a bunch of busy working people who might have missed it. All right. Anything say Old Spice in there, anything say Secret in there, dash them away. No. Matter of fact, I would say dash away most of what you have in there now. But go read up on the ingredients of what you're putting in yourself, please, or on yourself, please. All right. Go read up on the ingredients so I put by yourself. You know, we used to laugh at. I stepped in an elevator one time, and in the elevator was some Middle Eastern people, and they were in traditional dress. You know, the long clothes and the hijab and everything like that. See, I got a caller coming in. This is our wake up call for the morning. Cut him off. I'm sure he's gonna call back. Oh, here he goes. Let's take his call. Morning, brother. Live on the air this morning. Good morning. How are you going? Okay. We're not hearing. We're going to have to work that out and get back to it. Morning, morning, morning.
Yo.
All right, now we hear you.
Morning.
Live
Yeah.
Good
Yo,
morning.
SouFLo.
Yes, fam.
This is huge. This is big, man. Old Spice and Secret.
Old Spice is huge in the Caribbean community. It's huge in the black community.
I've been using that and sending barrels of that and receiving barrels of that from I was a little child.
Me too.
I even sent a barrel to Jamaica full of Old Spice and Secret, brother.
Mm-hmm. That's why when I saw it, I said I had to bring it.
I'm going to research it and see how I can sue that company, bro. Because, yo, enough time we use them products, brother, and get rash up. Get rash on it sitting there.
But you've been using it though, right?
Yeah, man, I've been using that from I was like back in the 80s.
Yep, it's been coming in barrel and everything from I was a kid, from before me even leave Jamaica.
Yo, SouFLo. A long time them they sitting there have cancer farming agents and people that catch cancer and dead from them same products, the SouFLo.
Yep.
Let me tell you something. People talk about how they don't eat pork. Do you know that pork byproducts is in 185 different products? Meaning your toothpaste and your soap and your deodorant and them same sitting there?
That's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, so people, yo, I'm telling you, people need to get back to their African culture and their African roots. Right now, I got this African soap that's made out of all natural products, bro. African soap, bro.
What?
You understand? Like, people need to get back to their African cultures because guess what now? Because we've been so Europeanized, being, you know, kind of like what they say, foreignized, and we're using all these products. These are what contributing to us getting cancer, bro.
Yeah.
Eating all this food with preservatives in there, red 40, green 30, and all that stuff. If you read the ingredients on every product that you consume every day, it has these preservatives in there that causes cancer. Remember, everybody is born with cancer cells inside of their body. So all you need is these products to ignite the cancer that's already inside of you. You understand?
Very true.
So when you buy this cheap food, yo, I even had to tell my auntie from Ochi, yo, stop buying the cheap food you buying because this is what's giving you cancer. You think you're saving money, but you're cutting down your lifespan.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Yo, these same companies that we spend our money towards is killing us slowly. I didn't even know that Old Spice and Secret. Yo, I'm going to call a lawyer, man, and see how I can sue that company, bro.
You know,
I just spent a lot of money with them.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is how they try to spin it, though. They try to tell you that maybe your pre-existing conditions caused it to activate cancer in your body. Like, no, you found the thing in the thing and it's been there in it. Just tell us that and tell us to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But that's the game that they play. And after they make like $100 billion off of it with a B is when they'll come out and admit, because guess what? When they go to court, class action lawsuits take years to settle. And then when they finally settle, what's $100 million out of $100 billion? A drop in a bucket. Nothing to them. Right.
So people don't realize that.
Right. They do that at our expense. They do that at our expense.
Yeah. And it's crazy because, you're absolutely right. So when they do it like this now and you try to civil lawsuit them, they got enough money to pay you, and not everybody has money to pay a lawyer to take them to civil court.
Exactly.
You understand? Because to pay a lawyer for this is going to cost me about 10 grand.
Late night commercial is when you'll hear it. If you or any of your loved ones have taken Prialka and has experienced heart attack, this, that. Them late night commercial there is when is when they let it out. They admit it then, but everybody gone to bed already, right? And who is up late like that? They not paying attention to those. They're like, man, skip the commercial if I can, or let me get up, go get something, and come back when the show come back. But you're not paying attention to if you or any of your family members have taken Prialka and has experienced and all the long list of things.
Check this out. I see it all the time. And check this out too. You need money to go fight the system because you got to pay a lawyer to go file a suit against them. So if they don't got no money, you can't sue them.
Kata Jai says after 1 a.m. Yeah, when you either too sleepy to see it or you just not up.
I see it all the time because I don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I stay up during the night and study and do all kind of shit. So I don't sleep. So I always see those commercials. I always see them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I didn't know that Old Spice and Secret.
Yeah. You know, two big brands. Two big brands that are definitely
all of Olay, all of them shit, man. I spent a lot of money on that.
Somebody's financial literacy says don't pay. All right, big up yourself, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, man, big up.
Big up. All right, so financial literacy says don't panic. Everything causes cancer. Why life expectancy is high in America for a reason. This not Haiti. Calm down. Hey man, that's how y'all look at stuff. Let me tell you something. We are filling these medical facilities. I'll never forget. I met this Jamaican lady in one of the medical facilities that I was doing therapy in, right? And I met this Jamaican lady in there. Not just the fact that her daughter, I developed a disdain for her daughter because her daughter was the only living relative that she had. And I had known the lady before she got into the position she got into. So when I bust the room door that day and went in there to get my patient for therapy, she was sharing room with that patient. She was on the far side. And I looked over there just to see who it was, you know, good morning, and look over there. And I was like, oh, Miss Blank, what are you doing here? And she removed her thing, her sheet like this. And from her knee down was like as black as my phone, and it was withered. And I knew she was going to lose her leg. And I forgot how she lost her leg. But I'm saying we're ending up in these places, in these facilities, hospital, long-term care facility and whatnot. I just feel like it's a conspiracy, like they're all working against us. You know what I'm saying? One entity, it's like we are a product to be money to be made off of you throughout your lifespan. So sell you this over here, it gets you sick, then you go over to my friends over here and they will give you things that's supposed to cure you or supposed to cause you to lose limbs. And then they start amputating, remove one leg, then remove a next leg, then remove. I know another guy, they started out removing his big toe. And then it went from his big toe to amputation from the ankles. And then it went from amputation from the ankle to half of his shin. And then it went there to at the knee joint. And I was like saying to myself, like, how much cut are they going to cut this man before they take his whole leg from his waist down or something? And I moved away and I don't remember what happened to him. I was told later on that he passed away from the same complications anyways. But just be careful out there, man. Be careful out there. Don't think about life expectancy long. Life expectancy is long in America for people who take care of themselves. Not for people who ignore what they're putting into their bodies. Okay? Remember that. So don't just sit there and talk about life expectancy is long in America. This ain't Haiti. You got people in Haiti that's living to 100 and something. In the village where I come from, and I say a village, in Jamaica, where I come from, people still live there until their high 90s to 100 and something, including my grandparents, right? So, and they still eat like the food off or out the earth. Then they don't mix up. Then there's no fast food place in that part of Jamaica where I come from, still to this day. So we don't eat fast food. We're not privy to your Burger King and your McDonald's and your KFC and your Pizza Hut. We don't have any of those things. I know some people are like, which part of Jamaica that? It exists. It still exists. Them people that live long, and they're not in America. Who live long here is who take care of themselves here and pay attention here. Who don't live long here, there's a lot of sick people here. Don't miss that part, because all these big hospitals you see and cancer centers and medical facilities, them full of people. They're filled with people who aren't paying attention to what they're putting in them and on them. Remember that. All right. So this is my insurance AARP, and you can find the information. Somebody said leave the link. It's at www.aarp.org. You can find the information there completely about the list of stuff that, as far as deodorant and all this other stuff that is banned, or now they're recalling them. So you can go over there, look for yourself, make sure none of these things are not in you. Just start paying attention. Just start paying attention. Go through your medicine cabinet, pick up the stuff them in there and just read them. Stop being blind and stop acting like, oh, I'm going to put it on, it won't do nothing to me. But it did something to everybody else. Why you think it's not going to do anything to you? Just start paying attention. See? Talcum powder. The other day, my daughter had a wart, and my mom was like, yeah, get talcum powder. It's good for the wart. I pay attention. I went in the store, and I took up the talcum powder, and I was reading it. And I had my phone with me, and I was researching what is in it. And I realized there was a big old recall on it. I was like, wow, mom told me to get this. My mom probably doesn't even know. I put it on, right? So be careful out here. All right, so with that said, promise to be careful, promise to go look through your stuff, promise for dash for some of them things that you're so in love with. Some of y'all gonna be home today talking about, but me like it though, but it smells so good though. Me now dash away, man. Me I finish use the bottle first because me did pay too much fee, and you ain't paid nothing but $5 and something for it. Me I finish use the bottle first, but me pay too much fee. So when me done, and you're gonna put it right back there, and you're gonna continue to use it. I bet money on it. I bet money on it. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. What's going on?
Not much.
All right.
I listen to you every morning, man.
Yeah.
Thank
you, my brother. You from Clarendon too?
Yeah.
All right. Big up yourself.
Enough bless my
manners and respect, family.
Are you talking about the food, those things there, the deodorant and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Quebec, in the heart of the beast.
Right.
And I'm using Eden's powder, the same deodorant you talk about, and for 2 years now, I don't use none of those things.
I can hear you.
I haven't been to a doctor in 3 years. I'm 61 years old.
And you don't
I used to take high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And I can show you the pill now I have here. I just stopped taking it. Don't go back to no doctor. Change my food.
Change your diet.
I went to Jamaica. I'm telling you. I went to Jamaica, brought up a lot of sea moss, sarsaparilla, Guinean training food. I wait now. I have a smoothie with sea moss mixed with all those things. And my whole body changed.
And your health is good.
Huh?
And your health is good.
I can't believe it, man.
Yeah, I don't want to rush you. I don't want to rush you off the phone, but your call is coming in kind of low, and I'm trying to something about how you're transmitting for us, so the people can't hear you. But I wanted you to get out what you had to say, though.
Okay, I'm good.
All right.
All right.
We appreciate you for sharing.
All right, man.
All right, manners and respect, brother.
Yeah, man. Enough
blessings. All right, you say the man at 61, the man said, I'm cut off all them things there 3 years ago, and he has no health issues anymore, right? Somebody just said, SouFlo, please get back to the people on the elevator. Okay, thank you for keeping me on track. So I stepped in the elevator. There were a bunch of people from the Middle East in there, right? And it stink up the elevator, you know, what I call stink. It stink up the elevator. So everybody else that was like Western-minded like myself, dressed in traditional Western garbs and stuff, we in there looking at each other and we're like, Jesus Christ. I think somebody actually said it in there in the elevator, said something about, because somebody used some deodorant, you know, trying to be sarcastic or whatever, because somebody used some deodorant, and I knew they were talking to them. Those people didn't pay us any mind. We were laughing, snickering, giggling. They weren't paying us any mind. Guess what? They don't use the stuff that we use. And if you're around people who don't, now I'm not saying all of us must go out a road with nothing and just smell. But if you're in an environment or in a place where people traditionally do not use these things, rub them up under them armpit, you get used to that kind of a smell and it becomes like natural for you, right? So you don't think of it as stink. They don't walk around thinking of themselves as stink. We walk around thinking of ourselves as stink. It's just like the women in this part of the world. They think that the natural smell of their vajayjay is supposed to be like it's supposed to smell like cherries or plum, or it's supposed to smell like roses or something, because they squirt stuff in there and wash it with this solution and that solution and wash out all the good stuff that's supposed to be in there, right? I don't know about vagina health more than I do. Me know how to get in there and how to get out. That's and I know how to have fun when I get there. But y'all know about vagina health more than I do. But your pH balance is off, and you mess up yourself with all these things because you want this smell that's supposed to be there, which is not natural. It's not natural. Everybody want to walk around smelling like roses, and this guy must smell like this, and that woman must smell like that, and the private area must smell like this, when that's not actually not natural. And the stuff they're giving us to smell like these pretty smells are actually not healthy, most of them. See? So if you're not going to go the natural route to get something that's made with natural things only, then you're playing a dangerous game, because these are all areas. When I saw them come up with the something where them said the man can rub it under him arm and it's supposed to stop erectile dysfunction or something, I said, nah. How you gonna rub something under my armpit and it's supposed to cause my wee wee to work properly now? That means that thing is going to all my vital organs too, right? Can't have it pass everywhere else to get to this up. I'm scared. I was scared of it. So even if my thing never work, me no want that. I'm just gonna be hurting. Even if my thing ain't working, I don't want that. But we gotta be careful out here. The world has changed. You can't age no more in peace. You can't you can't smell natural. You can't, you know, everything is, somebody says there's no sound. You can't age in peace anymore because they're telling you, well, you're 75, but you're supposed to be going for like an hour, and you're supposed to be going doing it like you're 20. And you're supposed to say, now you got you're 45 and you're supposed to be doing it like you're 20 and you're fresh out of, and now you got all these things that you're supposed to take this, take that, inject this, swallow this, drink that, rub this on. But listen, just let me age in peace. Okay, I'm good. When I fall off is where I fall off at. All right, I did enough to brag about my old days. So let me age in peace. So for really really young, I have it, and yeah, use it up. All right. All, all the other stuff, you go to the grave early. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo. How you doing?
I'm good, family. How you doing this morning?
Good. Good.
All right.
Happy to be a member. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate you so much.
Yes. So, what I was gonna say that what you can use under your arm, if you cut a line, if you cut a half a line and just literally use the line and rub it under your arm, you will not smell for the rest of the day.
Really?
Also, white vinegar. Yes, those two things are really good. Sometimes you have to brush away, like the little crumbs from the lime, but you will not smell for the rest of the day.
I'm gonna try that today.
Yep.
I'm gonna try that today.
There's also a sea salt bar. It looks like a bar, but it's rock salt. Sorry, rock salt. You can rub that under your arm too.
Thank you for that. I didn't know that, and I drink lime almost every morning. Just squeeze it in some warm water.
Yep.
So I have the lime. I'm definitely gonna try that and see if it works.
Yes.
Now,
go ahead.
No, does it leave you? Cause some of these things, right? What happen is it work out good the first hour or two, then you're in the middle of a session with like a client or something, and you're like, okay, Miss Jones, lift your arms like this, and Miss Jones is ducking you because you're kicking. So it don't leave you in the middle of the day or anything.
No, look, I don't know. Men are different. Men perspiration is different. I would say try it at home and see where it works for you.
Right.
But As a woman, you rub that nicely under your arm, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Yeah, so I don't know what the length of duration for man perspiration would be, but it's really good.
Right, and I'm guessing it depends on your level of activity too throughout the day.
Maybe so. I don't know.
All right, I didn't know that though. Thank you for that. I learned something new. Lime and vinegar.
Yeah, lime and vinegar. Also, I know we take washout, but the thing about when you take washout, you know, the long intestine, it only the small intestine, it only washes out the lower part of the intestine. You know, our intestine is so long it can go around a building. Right. What you should do is colonics. I'm telling you, a lot of us might not think about it. To go to a colon hydrotherapist, they put a little, you put a little tube in the area that and the water comes up. I'm telling you, when you go and do that, your eyes are even brighter. We should start doing colonics. My sister did that, and she was like skinny as ever in like no time. Yeah, it's really good. So good ways to detox. Okay, good for that. I'm actually gonna write that down. The reminder, colonics. Colonics, yes. Find a nice colon hydrotherapist. Oh yeah. Can I say the business I know in Jersey? Yes. If you're in New Jersey, it's a Black lady. She owns it. It's called A Cleansing Place. A cleansing place, and she's in New Jersey. That's where I go. And she's fantastic. And she also has other herbs. You take your colonic, and she gives you a nice herbal drink. You just feel amazing. I'm definitely on that. Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you. Take care. All right, bless. Listen, we're gonna have to be proactive in taking care of ourselves. We can't sit down and talk about, I want to live long. You might live long and miserable, or you might exit quicker than you thought in a very not so pleasant kind of way. Long suffering and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Doing occupational therapy, especially because I could go into pediatrics, I could go into other aspects of occupational therapy, but I enjoy geriatric. I enjoy working with the older population because it gives me something to, where am I heading in life? If I live long enough, that's where I'm going to be. So I get to talk to these people. I get to see and witness like end stages of life and these kind of things. So but the only thing about it is I get burnout quick because I'm constantly thinking about death. So I like to take breaks from it also and go do something else and then go back in again. But yes, colonics. I saw a video on that. Most Jamaican man are gonna say, why? You know want nobody a put nothing up in my rear, my youth. I would not play them game there and them thing that, and it's the same reason why most of us won't go get colon colonoscopy done or a colon exam done, right? And then colon cancer catch we, and then we start bawl about it, and we wither away and die, or we suffer before we die. In such when it's something that's actually preventable and then highly treatable when caught in its early stages. So let's talk about all that stuff. And as I'm talking to you about that, I'm registering it in my own mind about my own self to walk the walk, not just talk it. See? But lava, Jesus said, lava, no man now push up no holes in my hole. My youth, move from there so with that. If I saw me for dead, I saw me for dead. I see one person told me, say, if I saw me for dead, I saw me for dead. Nothing now go around that stuff. Why? I have a couple family members that I lost like that. And I'm telling you, in the last days and weeks and months, that's not what they were saying, That's not what they were saying. It's painful going out that way. Jano. But you don't have to tell nobody. We don't all need to know that somebody went back there and go up in there. We don't need to know that because we know how we stay already with it. But we'll get it done for your own life's sake. See it? Live on the air this morning with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mr. SouFLo.
Good morning, family. How you doing this morning?
I'm okay. I'm kind of in and out of your program, but one healthy alternative.
Hold on, you're muffled. You're loud, but you're muffled.
What? Are you hearing me better now?
Go ahead and talk.
Right. One healthy alternative to deodorant is alum. Do
Alum?
you know? Yeah, you know the big crystal that they used to use back in the day?
Big crystal? No.
Yeah, it's a big crystal that women claim to make down there get tight, but you don't use it for that. You can get it on Amazon. All you need to do is wet it and rub it under your arm for a couple times and let it dry. And that will just you won't have any smell at all.
So wait, women used to use it for like to tighten up the juju? That's I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, really?
Yes, I swear. Ask any woman of a certain age
Yes.
in your
Carrie Ann Jones,
if you
yeah, she
have
talking about alum. Carrie Ann Jones said she talking about alum. So somebody
yeah,
knows.
you can use it for under your arm as well. It's a deodorant as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm learning stuff. I'm
yeah.
definitely trying because I'm trying to get all that stuff out of my bathroom too. But
Yeah,
thank
and it's really cheap.
right,
So you can get it on Amazon. My great grandmother taught me about it because she was a herbalist.
right.
So that's I didn't start using it until I took an environmental health class. So that is why that I use it sometime. I use Dove sometime, but I think I'm gonna get back to my alum
Yeah.
100%.
Well, thank you for sharing because I sure didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Try it and then you probably can do a review if you feel like it.
I sure will.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Alum. You see how life unfair though? They have alum, they have all kind of things for the woman, right? She can tighten up the thing, she can make her skin look this way and make she be 50 and she look like she's 25 and all kind. What them have for man? Nothing. Don't have a thing for we. What do they have for us to grow or something? Eh? God bless you with someone little nub, so you have to just work with the little nub your whole life. Every woman you got to go talk behind your back or tell you, oh, when you see she look on it like, she didn't give you a wow, but you didn't get a oh my gosh. Get them kind of reaction there. You start look for something and can't find nothing. Yes, I'm gonna work with. You just gotta work with what the Lord give you. It's like, my God, this I, did I do something in the afterlife, in the before life, or what? Why you said me come here with this? You the all-seeing God knows. You know how them women think already. So you said me come. All right, so live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
SouFLo.
morning, family. Doing all right?
Yes, family, we're in the building.
Big up yourself. Thank you for being here.
I don't want ladies to run out there and start reviving alum.
Mm-hmm.
Alum dries the cootie area. It don't tighten it, it dries it, so it gives the impression as if it's tight.
Dry it out.
Yes.
Chip up the man.
I've never personally used it, but I know, old school.
Mm.
And that's exactly what it does. It dries it, so it gives the impression as if
chip up
it's tight.
Them thing that chip you up.
Yes. So, ladies, don't go out there destroying your natural for alum, okay?
You'll hear that. Look into that. I'll be using it for my underarm because I will be using it for my underarm. Because wait there. So how you know that? You know that by personal experience?
Like no, not personal. I think I'm too young. Well, not really that young, but it's more like people in them 50s, and I'm not kind of 50 door, but I did it.
You know, reach there. So I did a little bit before you.
Yes, I think it was just before my time.
Okay. Well, maybe that's why I don't know about it neither. But
right. That exactly.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to the underarm
it's
still.
old school.
I'm gonna try it for the underarm still.
Like the stone, you know? What are you talking about? They had stone for men.
Listen, no, Mister, something that will help you to grow. Stone will help you to grow. Stone just numb you out. I tried that already. Never again. Never again. And it burned like crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, you want to see me out? Never again. That's not my thing. And then you don't know if you're coming or going. Really, literally. You don't know.
And new moms should stay away from chamomile in their kids' lotion. That's what's giving guys these boobs these days.
Ah.
Yeah, don't use any chamomile product on your sons. It's giving them feminine hormones or whatever exchange is going on.
Right. I've
So
heard
that's
about
why
that
you
too.
have
But
these
it's also
little teenagers running around with boobs like they need an A and a B cup bra.
You know what? Similar. It's also in the
formula.
The formula. And guess what? One of those formulas is big in Jamaica. The what do you call it again? The girl was beating her man and telling about him if him not come back with the something yet.
Is it Infamil, Similac?
I think it's Infamil. I think it's one of them. But if you look at it, what's used to make it is filled with estrogen.
Wow.
Right, and that's what they feed all the boys. They look Lasco, thank you.
Lasco, okay.
Yes. Inga baby 51, thank you. The Lasco, that's what they feed the kids. So the little boy them get, a whole lot of.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes, whole lot of soy in the Lasco.
My goodness. Yeah, my kids were soy babies. I kept them on soy. They didn't do well with regular formula.
Right.
So they were soy babies.
Right.
And people with these rastas with their pork, bun pork. Pork is in so much things. Even the hairbrush that we use is the hair from the pig.
You never see a rasta or the I think I've been around long enough. I've seen them all the time though. Now, when I was growing up first and I was going, when you're young and you're like, yeah, man, I'm gonna try rasta route and these things. That's when I first started discovering that. The Rasta man would be up front and talk about, we have the veggie chunks and then talk that loud, And then round and back is like, we get like 2 pounds on the Trent. So that's not too loud still. If the shop people ever say 2 pounds on the what? Not no worry about it. No matter with that. Just give me the chunks. But they eat and hide it. Not for them hide and eat it.
Yeah, we gotta be careful, folks. We just gotta do our research, stop telling, and do your own research.
True. We gotta start reading more about what we're putting
because what's compatible for me may not be compatible for you.
Very true too.
I just wanted to add that there's a lot more, but I'll give someone else. And Upsalt, as soon as I seen that, if you're a child of the 80s, come on, that was our cuss word.
Exactly.
That was our safety word.
What am I Upsalt?
Yes, that was our safety cuss word.
Yes. So you understand why I laugh every time I see the name, right?
He tickles me every morning. He pops up on the screen. I said, oh my God, this is a very mischievous man right here. Very mischievous.
Upsalt your girl, geez.
Could never be a dull moment around a person like that, ever.
Oh my God.
Have a great morning.
Big up yourself. Bless up. Yeah, listen. All right, I want to get into the lady who got 14 years. Well, not into the lady, but I want to get into the story of the lady that got 14 years. But before we do that, right, let me tell you. One time somebody said about try stone because stone, listen, somebody I thought about me use too much. I think I used enough to establish a healthy fear where I will never touch that thing again in my lifetime. First of all, you just a throw away, so like you're there on a soca party, you don't even know if you're coming or going or not. There is no feeling. And in order for you to even kickstand and turn up, your sensation is what keeps it, you know what I'm saying? What keep the thing standing. The thing can stand up in us. So some of these women who, and I'm telling you this too, it's been slipping me to say this. I know I'll be all over the place, but I'm trying to drop gems. Remember this. For the men out there, if you're going to be in a long-term relationship, make sure it's with somebody that is actually educated about anatomy, the anatomy and physiology of humans, so them understand, because that's how it happens most of the time. You're there with somebody who is not too educated in anatomy and physiology, and then them you in your 40s, them why you for being in your 20s when you reach around there. So and that's how the thing work, right? That's not how nature was designed. Remember we talked about this before. That's why the old lion them have to come off of the plane and let the young lion them take over, and that's just how it goes. See, they have some woman out there them old, but them want a young lion. I feel them business that. But you will kill out yourself. I try to do certain things to keep up and keep appearances. See, I mean my woman to understand anatomy and physiology. No say that him have. That's why I'm there in life. This way I work with you now. He's gonna give me his best. All right, I'm best that. On days when I perform extra well and give you something where it is unexpected, no, you can't give me a little pat on the back. But it's not gonna be no everyday thing like that, because you didn't meet me when I was in 19 and 20 and them age. See? So y'all need to understand these things. Somebody tell me about that stone something there. No, sir. No, that thing had me on fire. And first of all, I'm rub it on me. I said to myself, say, okay, man, I wait for something to happen, wait for something to happen. Nothing happen. Then we catch a fire and I'm like, you fan it, you put it under the water, you wash it off, it now come off, you burn like that. And the day that I used it too, you know, she's approaching, you're boosting up and you're getting ready for the moment, because you're going to do your best, you know, and now you're up on fire. What do you explain to her about you're up on fire for? What you on fire for? Eh? You're burning for what? So, no, sir, I'm good. So keep that stone something that told yourself. Me don't want no part of it. Me try that already. It never worked. Not my thing. Maybe I'm extra sensitive there, but it wasn't my thing at all. Under fire. Yeah. No, sir. Let me age naturally here. I'm good. I'm cool. So let me get on to this next story. About this lady. We have two stories actually. This I'm going to run through both of them quickly because right now we have about 18 minutes left. So this Jamaican woman got 14 years in the US for money laundering in a drug ring, right? And the story goes, Jamaican woman living in Florida, of course she's in Florida and close to Jamaica, living in Florida, who laundered money for an international cocaine ring distributing the drug in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania and Newcastle, has been sentenced to more than 14 years behind bars. Marcia Cunningham. You want to say Marcia, you know, at 54 years old, you're going to take more than 14 years in a US prison. You don't love yourself. She's 54 years old of Plantation, Florida, and she will face deportation after she's done completing her sentence. This is what US media is reporting. She was sentenced by the US District Judge Marilyn Horan last week to 178 months in federal prison. I can't imagine going to stand in front of a judge right now. I'm here 178 anything. If them say 178 hours, I'm going to be hurt. If them say 178 days, they might have to scrape me up off of the ground. If she say 178 months, they're going to have to sedate me to keep me in there. May I tell you? But 178 months in federal prison for a violation of money laundering and drug laws in connection with a ring that is ran by Hector Forbes of California. As I was told, Hector Forbes gave her up. Forbes pleaded guilty in 2020, see that? And is waiting his sentencing, and him still not get sentenced yet. She got caught after him and she got sentenced before him. See, what does that tell you? The judge also imposed 5 years of supervised release on Cunningham conviction. Now, I know y'all gonna ask, how does that work? If they plan to deport you right after you're done with your time, how do they supervise you? They don't. Enough people get the same sentence there and they got deported. That 5 years of supervision is supposed to be up to the Jamaican government, but ain't nobody supervising you. Once you get dipped, you get dipped. And that's it. You better hope you have somewhere to go and somebody still remember you, or you did put down a little something when you was really getting your money. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? We don't have no 14 years to go get nobody. I'm sorry. Now, according to information presented to the court, Cunningham was part of an international drug trafficking organization that arranged for the importation of multiple kilograms of cocaine from Mexico that were then distributed throughout the mail to various customers, several of whom resided in the Western District of Pennsylvania. Hear what? I the same thing what Flipper Mafia and the rest of them was doing, right? These people not learning or what? 2020, 2021, 2022, you're not learning? The mail, really? The mail, like UPS, man, a UPS, a kilo of cocaine. The court heard that Forbes was the mastermind. His brother, Forbes and the man who run the thing, you know. His brother, Robert, was also indicted for his role in the ring, and he was sentenced to more than 12 years in federal prison. You wonder how she get more years than him, right? If he was the mastermind. Ladies, on the need for stop. Someone love them kind of money. I thought big drugs, man. I actually seen a lady say that the other day. She liked dating drug dealers. And somebody asked her, so what happens when they go to prison? She said she just got another one because they're easily replaceable. And you kind of look forward to them going to prison anyways, because sometimes the relationship get boring and they get controlling and all this, and you ready to go and you can't because they holding on to you. So when the little prison sentence comes, I probably them see them woman and go so. Yes, I'd like to make an anonymous complaint. I'll give you some information about a couple of kilograms of cocaine that's supposed to be coming in on Friday. Yes, this Friday afternoon. It should be there with UPS between 12 and 1. 1115 Livingston Street. Bling! Hang up your phone. 1115 Livingston Street. Bling! Oh, hello? Yes, I called before. Steve Jones. Yes, bling! Hang up the phone. That's it. Detective over there, Steve Jones, 1115 Livingston Street, Friday. All right, boom. You're gone to prison. 12 years. She moved on to your buddy. He's still out here. He's still free. That's your homeboy, right? Well, no go and live them kind of life. Yeah. She also arranged for the use of drug money to buy assets in Jamaica, which is her native homeland, where she hoped to return to live. The U.S. So she good then. She good, unless they're going to go there and take those assets, which they have been doing. There's a documentary out. I can't remember the name of it right now, but they landed in Jamaica. I don't know if you see it. And they were going around looking for houses. And the people them up on the ground in Jamaica, that one did kind of get me back still. But the man point out, the white man pointing out the houses, he was like, oh, that's a pretty big house. Would you say, who owns that? I hear the E that them about. Is a scammer own the one there, no, sir? We don't know which part him there right now still, because some of y'all might have seen the documentary, but it's out there. So what that leads to is that they have set things in place now where they will come to Jamaica and take away all your belongings. The car them are go, the house is going, even the one that's in mommy and daddy name is going. If mommy and daddy cannot prove that they can afford a house like that. So if your mother been a cook over at the secondary school for the last 20 years, 30 years, she can't own the house then, right? She's going to have to figure out how to come up with something to hold on to it. So basically, you're doing all that for nothing. Some will get away with it and some won't, depending on how good you are at hiding your money, I guess. I'm saying I'm not trying to tell nobody how to chop. I'm not condoning any of it. I'm just saying be wise, all right? Now, the charges against Forbes and the others were the product of an 18-month. They tapped their phones and listened to them for 18 months. The DEA did. And along with the State Attorney General's office, the IRS, and the local police, and the district attorney's office in Lawrence County. Look how many law enforcement agencies were on them. The IRS, you know, so when the IRS hang on for you, you know, it's a problem, you know. IRS come for everything, you know. The IRS will go in your house and go and take all your kids' toys and go see if they can get $5 for them. IRS, don't play it. IRS, DEA, local police, district attorney office. You're done. You are done. Wiretapped and listened to for 18 months. When they come for you, you might as well just do like this and say, hey, okay, you got me, you got me. Let me tell you me and who else was doing this, though. You got a deal for me? That's all good. After you got a deal for me. Wiretap revealed that the ring dealt cocaine across the country of the United States of America and sent the cash back to Forbes in California and to Cunningham in Florida, who then used that money in Jamaica, bought properties and all these other kind of things. Let me close this one out by saying this. Them people in Jamaica don't play because they don't even ask you where you're getting all this money from. All them know is you have the money. All right, I could do the paperwork, sign over the house. And it's not how you buy a house in the US. For those of you who have purchased a property in the US, you know what I'm talking about. I saw them long rotted. You have to go through like they know everything about you and your next of kin by the time you acquire that property. Not in Jamaica, apparently. So a second indictment in the case charged various defendants in Newcastle, including 3 other siblings. Well, good luck to them. And I wish her health and strength on her journey of 14 years plus in a U.S. prison. She's going to need it. It's not pretty around there. You have some, I said this before, right? You have some man in there. The woman prison, you have some woman in there with a man in there. They talk like this too. Rough and thing. Come here, girl. I'm a smack lip one time you walk in. Yep, I see you. And I want you. And I'm gonna have you. You have to go fight. Face bust up on everything, them still attack. Businesswoman wins a battle to keep her estranged husband out of her $85 million house. We could go another one there. We're pressed for time. We have 9 minutes. Watch this. A businesswoman, Claudette. Oh, let me stop and say something real quick. Go look at Shakira Sphere channel. Because you know it's with on this fit thing, right? We've been going to the gym and all that. I haven't posted my video yet, but go look at her channel, the video that she posted yesterday. Y'all look good. She really got me around here looking at her now like, I didn't have a problem with her gaining weight before. Just put that out there because I like thickness and liquor, something where I can hold on to. And I like when I slap it like this, it give me a little reaction. That kind of something there. But she looking good. I don't know who told her or said bad about her because she up on a revenge thing, and her thing is just up fast. Go look on it when you're done. But anyhow, businesswoman Claudette Crooks now. Claudette Crooks' colleague has won the latest battle against attempts by her estranged husband, who is a medical doctor and a former politician as well, Dr. Charlton Colley, to have a share of the $85 million home in St. Andrew. The courts denied the man everything. Him not get nothing, right? The court appeal on Friday overhauled a lower court ruling that Dr. Colley was entitled to 20% interest in the property, in which he only contributed, hear this, $1.3 million in cosmetics. That is the support that he gave. So this woman apparently had her stuff. He's a doctor. He's a politician as well. And him have been things. She have her things as well. She's a successful businesswoman. Her house is estimated at $85 million. This is Jamaica, you know. Well-to-do people, we are talking about rich people problems. See? My boy go over there and put in 2 window pane, 1.3 million, and go court and stake a 20% interest in the in the property. And she had to fight to get him. And these are the reasons why people look at marriage nowadays and be like, I love you, but I don't know if we like want to go down that route, because you know what I'm saying, people be looking to take off with your stuff. So the two got married in March of 2012 after 30 years of friendship, you know. 30 years and the man a hooks it out for 30 years. After 30 years of friendship, they got married in 2012. But the court said that it was partly an extramarital affair, as Dr. Colley was actually still married to someone else from June of '84 to October of 2011. So getting married in 2012 proved to them that this is somebody he was seeing. He was seeing the businesswoman on the side. And as his marriage ended, he went right into a next marriage with this. I'm not blaming. Dr. Kali probably was like, blow that skirt, me lick the jackpot to see all the house at 85 mil. All the years me I go school for all these things. And my next wife, she just name out the whole of my money and tell her friend about, yes, he's a politician and my husband is a lawyer as well. And I spend how I want to spend because I'm a kept woman and well taken care of. This woman don't want nothing from me. I'm moving in. I try to figure out how to stake a claim though. Maybe she wants some fix up around the house. So I'm find 2 windows when it broke and, and him replace some windows and thing and then took it to court. Yes, and got it 20%. Boy, the new marriage broke down quickly. As by August of 2013, now mind you, let me tell you again, they got married in 2012, right? March of 2012. By August of 2013, they were sleeping in separate rooms in the house. And by October of that same year, Dr. Cully filed a claim which he amended in 2015 in the Supreme Court, seeking, among other things, a declaration that the property at Plymouth Avenue was the family home and that he was entitled to 50% of it. I chop the boy, I come in to chop out our head side, He had no intentions. This fool couldn't even wait, and he's a doctor. I wish him did, my friend. Because me would have tell him, say, hang in there, colleague. Hang in there. Give her at least 5 years. Breathe out. Do something. But, brother, 1 year, there wasn't even a 1 year marriage. And he went to court to file 1 year. And him go file and say he's entitled to 50% because this is the family's home. Flo said him around. Yes, for about 30 years. Him should have just leave it at that. But he was greedy. He got greedy. He could have got gifts and stuff like that. I'm sure she probably would have taken care of him. She cared about him enough to marry him, right? That means you didn't have to go marriage route, my youth. You could have good. You probably would have still been getting gifts. You probably would have still been kicking up your foot in the house and them thing there. No argue, you go your separate away. You take a weekend off. You look like a cheater anyway, so you're going to spend some time with your other frowns around the place. And then when you're ready, you come back and apologize. And them phone call they already, babe, I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize. I swear. I don't know what came over me. I'm beside myself. I'm stressed. I'm an attorney. I'm a doctor. I'm a politician. I'm all these things. I wear many hats. It's stressful for me. Stressful for me out here. I'm sorry I took it out on you. Them kind of something there. I'll go back in there again. But him an idiot. Him chop for 1 year. I want 50%. Big fool. Big fool. She argued that the Plymouth property was bought in 2003 and owned solely by her long before she and him getting at anything close to marriage. They didn't get into marriage till 2012, divorced by 2013. The woman of our property from 2003 and was not intended to be a family home, and that the marriage was too short of a duration for him to get anything. And she was right, not true? Him not deserve nothing. He don't deserve a thing. He didn't even know how to chop properly. He should have went down to my bay and got a friend who would have directed him on proper choppings. He didn't know how to chop properly. A boy didn't have no sense. Make sense entertainment said that boy they a thief. He's a doctor and he's a politician. Yeah? He don't have no sense. So the Supreme Court judge who heard the case concluded that the property was the family home and awarded Dr. Colley 20% interest instead of the 50% that he sought. So Colley still did not go walk away with something. Although he did not grant Dr. Colley the 50% interest in the property, the judge said that the medical doctor was entitled to an interest because, among other things, he made a significant contribution to the improvement of the property. You see what I'm telling you? All him do, go over there, look around, mash out 2 windows and tell her, so windows need replacing and fix up, and I got it. It's on me, babe. I can handle that. But him take him notes and him keep him receipts. See? You have to be careful, You have to be careful. This right now, this is a learning, a teaching for somebody out there who have just bring in that person there And that person that around here talk about, yes, me I gonna maintain the yard for you. And no man, not you can't let go the maintenance people there. Me do the grass and me, do the landscaping and thing and fix up the tree them and thing. The window them runs on need replacing, I got it. You learn. They are investing in your property. Know that. So if things go sour, and most of y'all know when it's gonna go sour anyways before it does. So if things go sour, just know that they have staked claims. See it? Crooks Collie spent over 30 million by the time she started living in it. No, babe. The kids had it.
No, I'm left on the bed last night.
Well, probably in my room. Hi, pretty. Come, daddy, come. Why are you looking at me like that, Milani? No, babe, she not come. All right, go, mommy. I love you. Oh, my glasses. You want to come? You're not coming. Bye, Milani. All right, so the court was told that Dr. Colley was still married to someone else when, upon agreement with Crooks Colley, which is the woman, he moved into her property in 2008 to live with her and their daughter. So in Breedar, when time him did marry to somebody else, she was his side piece. Wait. They were messy. Both of them was messy. She have all that money and stuff and she breed. She a married man. And the married man come and want chop out half or everything in a 1 year. Come here. Let me show you up. Let me show you up. Hi, mommy. All right. Oh, I wanted to show off her hair this morning. Wifey be going to town with my daughter here. Look on her hair. And you would think it hurt, right? You would think it hurt or whatever. I don't know who else can do like a 1-year-old hair like this. But she have skills. See? Not true, mommy? Say, my mama got skills. Yeah, so let me finish up that story. This judge must be one of them friend. I think this judge was one of his homies. Because how the judge see fit to give this man anything out of this lady things, I don't know. But they had a child together. But they had a child while he was married to somebody else. And him left at somebody else there and come married she. She probably feel like, take away a girl, man. Beat up her chest, but take away a girl, man. No one knows it not gonna cost her so much heartache and pain. It cost her millions to fight this case here. $30 million to fight this case here to hold on for our things. Rotten. Crooks Collie spent $30 million by the time she started living. Oh, she spent $30 million on the house by the time she actually started living in it by herself. The court was told that Crooks Collie was still Dr. Collie was still married to somebody else at the time he moved in with her into that house. By the time they got married in 2012, he had paid for some improvements to the property, which was estimated at $1.3 million in cosmetics. My God. Anyway, significant risk. Here one. The article here too long for read. Big up to the Gleaner. Y'all go over to the Gleaner, right? Because we at the end of time. So go over to the Gleaner and check out the article that says businesswoman wins battle to keep estranged husband out of $85 million home. I guess he came away with absolutely nothing. Or did he win something? In the end, it says, in a brief comment, Justice Poyser argued that while common intentions can be drawn from extramarital affairs, it is questionable whether there was any common intention for Dr. Colley to have a beneficial interest in the property. At best, the contribution that Dr. Colley made could only be described as minuscule, she said. Right. So therefore, no. She said that the lower court ruling that Dr. Kali got 20% of the property was simply not supported by the evidence. So the judge take away him 20% as well. Good judge. Good. The judge the judge take away him 20%, so him not get nothing. All right. I'm going to go read it because there's a whole lot of comments over there that will have you rolling as well. All right. Big up on yourself and thank you for being here this morning. We will see you tomorrow morning. And for those of you who didn't catch it, the membership is already live and I will continue to give you free content until Wednesday, just to give everybody time to get on the same page, get your little $9.99 together and get your membership, because the membership will be only for those who, the live will be only for those who have membership. Jet Shelley, big up yourself. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. You a rider, man. You over here, you over on my wife's channel as well. We can't buy support like that. You definitely a part of the family. Big up yourself and I thank you. All right. Just for the way you are and for the things that you say when you come through. So enough love. Manners and respect. Julie Tapper, same thing. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. All right. Kai Tai Jai. I'm saying bye-bye, mommy. You're gonna say bye-bye? Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Oh, she said it. She said it. She said it. All right, daddy done. All right, people, y'all have a good day. Catch you tomorrow morning right here live on SouFLoTV for Morning Thoughts. Peace. You said your bye-bye?